Morning everyone, this is Craig the Computer Geek here in the second video in the series Tech Tip Tuesday. Thanks so much for all the positive feedback on the first video. I had a lot of fun doing it. Do you find yourself switching on your computer in the morning or when you get home from work and then going out to get yourself a cup of coffee while you wait for the blasted thing to boot up? I think I could see some heads nodding out there in YouTube land. We'll cover one of the most effective ways to increase the speed of a computer a little later on in this video. Last week I talked about antivirus protection. This week's tech tip is about cloud storage. What is the cloud, I hear you ask? I thought it was something white and fluffy and hanging up there in the sky. No, simply put, the cloud is just a bunch of computers in a secure data center. Your data is password protected and is accessible to you wherever you've got an internet connection. This means that you can access your data from pretty much anywhere in the world, and it's safe if the unthinkable happens and your hard disk dies at home, or even worse if you get hit with some other natural disaster like a fire or flood. You may have heard of Microsoft's OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Docs or Apple's iCloud. These are all examples of cloud storage, and all of these come with a limited amount of free space for anyone who wants it. So it's a good idea to keep scanned copies of important documents like passports, birth certificates and important photos there. Stuff that cannot be replaced. Now it's Ask Craig time. This week's question is from Ben Hansen and he asks, what are the advantages of a solid state drive over a regular one? Well Ben, there are three main advantages. The first advantage is speed. Solid state drives or SSDs are typically about 3 times faster than hard drives. Most computers will boot up in about 10 to 15 seconds with an SSD as opposed to 30 to 45 seconds for a hard drive. The second advantage is size. This is what an SSD looks like compared to a hard disk drive. Hard drives are also considerably heavier because of the mechanics. The third advantage is durability. If I was to drop this SSD on the ground, it'd still be okay, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I think we all know what would happen if I dropped this hard drive. Because there's no moving parts in an SSD, there's a lot less that can go wrong. Really, the only disadvantage is price, but the gap is narrowing. In summary, an SSD is ideal for the operating system as it boots up very fast and loads programs very fast. You can use the traditional hard drives for storage as they have a higher capacity for the price, and this is what we recommend for all the new PCs that we build. So that's it for this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. Keep your questions coming on anything about computers and technology to our website www.craigthecomputergeek.com.au or hashtag CraigCompGeek on our Facebook page or on Twitter @CraigCompGeek, and we will select one for next week's video. Until then, take care and remember, prevention is better than a cure, and don't forget to subscribe.